नमस्कार फ्रेंड, वेलकम बैक। फ्रेंड्स, कल मैंने आपको एक वीडियो दिया था जिसमें पेंशन अपडेशन के बारे में DS मूर्ति सर ने चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया से मिलके अपना रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिया था। उस रिप्रेजेंटेशन एक्चुअली 12/8 को उन्होंने मेल किया था CGI को, प्राइम मिनिस्टर को और फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर को, और उसकी ही प्रति उन्होंने 20/8 को जब CGI अपने घर गए थे, अपने गांव गए थे, वहां पे उन्होंने डिलीवर किया विजयवाड़ा में। उस 12/8 के पत्र में जो उन्होंने लिखा था उसका डिटेल जिस्ट मैं आपको बताता हूं। योर ऑनर, रिगार्डिंग पेंशन रिवीजन केस स्पेशल लीव टू अपील 5561/2016 filed by late Sri MC Singla and others for motion hearing on 1st October 21 pending and Supreme Court, requesting for your lordship's benevolent initiative and intervention to expedite the judicial process. Just a few days ago, two senior judges of the Supreme Court have come out openly ventilating their ear over the last-minute deletion of the listed cases by the Supreme Court's registry unilaterally, even without a minimum courtesy of the prior information and the reasons warranting for such an abrupt deletion to them. In a similarly placed situation, we too had our own frustrating and the bitter experience. Despite having been kept on motion hearing, our above case too has been adjourned from time to time since almost an year, October 2021. In the wake of lot of anxiety being expressed by our aged colleagues over the frequent adjournments of the above motion hearing between 1st October 21 to 26 August 22 for reasons far beyond our comprehension, I wish to furnish the calendar of the events to your lordship's kind notice. Calendar of the adjournments events. 1st October 21. Order. Learned counsel for the petitioner has circulated a letter seeking adjournment with the submission that the subject matter of these petitions and claim of the present petitioner is being examined by a committee constituted by the Indian Bank Association on the instruction of the Ministry of Finance. Mr. Rajesh Kumar Gautam, learned counsel appearing for the respondents, including Indian Bank Association, submits that the committee which was supposed to consider the representation claim of the petitioner and similarly placed person is required to be reconstituted as the chairman of the committee is demitting. In the circumstances, we give 3 months time to the Indian Bank Association to do the needful and submit appropriate report regarding the decision taken on the proposal. If final decision cannot be reached, the Indian Banks Association must submit interim report before the next date of hearing. List these matters after 3 months. On 25th December 21, your lordship visited Vijayawada and we took that opportunity to submit an appeal in person highlighting the above order dated 1st October 21 and requested for lordship benevolent intervention and initiative to expedite the judicial process. Further, the above case has come up for hearing at an appropriate time, that is after the submission of the report by the Honorable Parliamentary Committee on the Government Assurance concerning our pension revision at the initiative of our Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Finance Minister. On 17 January 22, by then, the case was already adjourned 3rd February 22, reason being that one of the judge hearing the case was COVID affected. However, at our personal request made to our Honorable CGI at Vijayawada on 25th December 21, the case was then subsequently preponed from 3rd February to 20th January 22, and that too by replacing the COVID-affected judge. In fact, it was indeed an abrupt move for the reason that the notice of the preponement was informed to the councils concerned at the late evening hours to the preceding date of adjournment, that is the 19 January 22. We are extremely thankful for your Lordship empathy and the concern towards us. On 20th January 22, after the stipulated 3 months, the case was adjourned to 22nd April 22, reiterating their earlier direction to IBA MAF for submission of the IBA's report in terms of the Apex Court's original order dated 1st October 21 as already cited above. In a strange coincidence, a review meeting by MAF with all the PSB chiefs was also scheduled on the very following day, 23rd April 22, which has to be subsequently cancelled abruptly owing to FM's foreign tour. Incidentally, the case too was adjourned to 30th May 22 and thereafter to 15 July 22, that is after court summer vacation. This is followed by further adjournments to 5th August 22 and finally to 26 August as of now. At this juncture, it reminds me of the much more grave blunder, so to say, a fraud that was deliberately indulged by manipulating even the docket orders of our earlier Chief Justice Mr. Ranjan Gogoi relating to a case pertaining to the Ambanis. This had resulted in a great commotion nationwide among the judicial circles, leading to an investigation by a committee of senior judges of the Supreme Court constituted by the then CJI. It was ultimately found that the docket order of the then CJI Mr. Justice Ranjan Gogoi was deliberately and fraudulently manipulated at the registry level for the advantage of the affected Ambanis. Of course, the guilty concern was, however, awarded with a punishment notwithstanding her baseless counter allegations against the then Honorable CJI. As a consequence, the furious Mr. Justice Ranjan Gogoi, the then CJI, had to induct a contingent of the investigating officers drawn from the Central Bureau of Investigation to oversee each and every act of the Supreme Court registry on concerned basis at that point of time. This extreme, sir, except all these things, हम यहाँ पे जो prayer कर रहे हैं उसकी बात करते हैं. Respected sir, so long as the systems of the executive and the judiciary act in tandem, our pension revision case perhaps may not see the light of the legal scrutiny by the judiciary, and hence I forward this appeal of the mind to your Lordship and simultaneously to the executive also. In the above backdrop, the frequent adjournments of our above pending motion hearing SLP 5561/2016 have indeed reinforced our apprehension of further postponement of the case date after date unendingly. The above case now stands adjourned to 26th August 22, strangely coinciding with the date of demitting the office of as CJI by your honor. Now, as a last chance, we helpless look at for your honor's benevolence to do what best could be done to mitigate our hardship of the 3 decades. Only is the sole interest of the justice and fair play, so as to bring solace to our grief-stricken hearts at this evening hours of our lives. SOS. Your honor, kindly keep in mind that since over 3 long decades, many of our esteemed colleagues have already attend for their heavenly abode, and we still remain waiting for our turn to meet them with one foot in the grave. In the given circumstances, on behalf of all the leftover lamenting fraternity of bank pensioners across the length and breadth of the country, I make my humble submission to your Lordship to expedite the judicial process only in the sole interest of the justice and fair play. And DS, with greetings, regards to your Lordship for a happy, peaceful and the contented retired life, Sri DS Murthy from Hyderabad. Friends, ये डिटेल उन्होंने अपनी अपील में लिखा है। इस अपील के द्वारा चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स, फिनांस मिनिस्टर क्या रुख होता है। इन फैक्ट वी पेंशनर आर वेटिंग eagerly for any conclude result. Thank you friends. Namaskar.